Hi students, this is Mrs. Manel with a Friday All Call. When I was a waitress for Bob's Big Boy in Worcester, Massachusetts, they taught me to check on customers after they had been served their meals to see if everything was all right and if they needed anything else. So I'd like to try to start a tradition of Friday All Calls to see if everything is going okay. Now, I'm going to depend on you getting in touch with me to let me know how things are going. I'm going to post this in an announcement, and I would hope that you would reply to it to let me know if all is good or if you have some questions. We need to work out communication and how to understand one another really quickly in this 9-week class. So I will depend on you for your feedback at how the class is going. What I'm going to do, you have a couple assignments due on Fridays, and the first one this assignment is a one-time only assignment. It's for you to communicate with me to make sure that you're engaged in the class, you know what's going on, and I have a sense that you can follow the instructions that I've set up. So tonight by 8 p.m., the communication with the instructor is due, and you were to have read the Kaplan Carr and Petrash articles and use them according to the instructions. So you were to text me. There's my text number. Follow the instructions. You're to send me a Canvas conversation and a SCCCD email. Now, if you send me an email via Hotmail, Yahoo, or Gmail, that's not the assignment. I do want to see that you can access your community college email so that when they send you notices about tuition or registration or any kind of problems, you're accessing these emails and you can actually read them. So that's why I ask that you are able to prove to me that you can log into the SECD email, and if you cannot, you have checked out the technology help and have gotten that help. The other thing that's due tonight is the week 1 discussion board, which is your introductions. You're telling us a little bit about who you are and following those instructions in the discussion board. You will not be able to see other people's posts until you post this. So that's why it's due on Friday. And that way there it gives the opportunity for everyone to post something. And then you respond by Monday at 8 p.m. to two of your classmates. Please take a look to see who's been responded to. Please don't leave anyone without a response. If someone has 2 responses, move on to someone else. I do appreciate your reading everybody's response, getting an idea of who's in the class, and responding to. Remember, I'm asking you to make some new friends. I think I'm asking you to make 12 friends over the course of the semester, where I'm hoping that you'll wind up with about 4 friends in college that you'll carry on past this class. So there's that original post, and there's the reminder that you need to respond to 2 people by Monday. And here's Monday's assignments, just as an FYI. You have to finish up that discussion board that I just talked about with those 2 responses to classmates. And then you need to submit that MLA formatted thesis reasons evidence assignment. Remember, you're working through the instructional materials, and in that I've explained MLA format, and I've explained thesis reasons and evidence, and then I have the assignment. So if you were perplexed about this assignment or you haven't looked at it, make sure that you do spend the time to read through the instructional materials on it. You also have a downdraft of Essay 1, the rhetorical analysis, and I have posted for your reading the Essay 1 instructions, and this downdraft is let me click this, a very, very, very bad draft. It is basically a brainstorm where you are picking a text that you're going to analyze rhetorically. So you can do an article that we've gone over. It does need to be connected to college, a picture, a commercial, part of a movie, right? So pick the text that you're going to start to analyze. I want you to consider the rhetorical situation, which I do go over in under the instructional materials, which is the author, the text, the the intended audience and the situation. And then I want you to do an initial rhetorical appeal analysis, which is the three Greek words ethos, logos, and pathos. You'll note that I did give you 6 student examples of the final paper. I am not expecting a final paper here. I'm expecting your initial brainstorming about what you can do and what kinds of things that you see. And take a look in the Mayhem, the Allstate Mayhem commercials. The students by the final draft were able to talk about the emotions and credibility and the logic of a commercial, but they didn't use those Greek words. Now, in your downdraft and in your updraft, which I'll be talking about a little bit later next week, you can use those terms to help you figure out how to analyze. But for the final, just I guess the big point is the essays that I have posted are final essays, and they are not downdrafts. So don't expect that you have to post something that is up to that level, all right? And I've also asked you to update your Canvas profile. It's very important in an online class where students click on the people menu in Canvas, that they can see who you are and have a reminder of who you are. And I've asked you to update your picture, tell us a little bit about yourself, and I am asking you to tell us a little bit about the world or community problem that over the course of your life at this point in time you think you'd like to contribute to. So for one, I'm very interested in water. So I am contributing by a small donation every month to Ryan's Wells Foundation. Another thing that I want to bring up is this place of where to ask a question. So under the discussion boards, there is the water cooler. Typically in an office setting, there is the water cooler with the filtered water, and people usually congregate around the water cooler and the coffee pot. That's the place to ask questions at any time, and anyone who has the answer may post an answer. So please be using the water cooler, and I'll be checking in to check on the answers and or answer. So that's our Friday All Call. Welcome to the class again. Please give me some feedback about how the class is going, how you're understanding it, and I look forward to this upcoming week. Bye-bye.